Darren Demolition Man Webster has been competing on the PDC circuit for the past 19 years. One of the most recognisable and popular players on the PDC tour, Darren has recently teamed up with Wickman to embark on a new brand ambassador venture. Small in stature, but big in heart, I spoke to Darren about his new partnership with Wickman, as well as life on the Yockey. Darren, how does it feel to be back on the Yockey? Are you happy with your form so far and feeling confident after your recent Super Series and UK Open performances, or mixed emotions there?
A little bit mixed emotions. Get me wrong, I'm practising absolutely. I think I'm practising better than I've ever done in my life. But it's just getting used to all the changes and everything else. Do you know what I mean? So it'll come. It's just got to take me a little while, but I'll get it right in the end.
I've noticed you've been sporting a rather fetching new darts shirt, branded by Wickman now to mark your new partnership with them.
Yeah.
Are you looking forward to fulfilling your brand ambassador duties?
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know, that take me back to when I first left school. I used to work for an electrical mechanical engineering company called Lawrence and Scott. So when I went around and see the factory, that's sort of things, you know, them sort of machines that I used to work on and stuff. So yeah, that brought back good memories.
Well, with your known energy, drive, focus and determination, you're certainly bringing a winning combination of traits for you to Wickman, which can only lead to success. In your opinion, what's the key to darting success? What percentage is down to ability and what percentage is down to the mind?
Well, I think when you first start off, you have to put a lot of effort in it, and then obviously build your ability up. But then once you get the ability to throw darts, I would then say 90% of it is definitely in the mind. If you haven't got the right mindset from not even when you're at darts, that's leading up to it during the week, you know, you've got to be fully happy, calm, mind free and everything else. So, you know, that's what we try and do.
You're known to be quite fiery on the Yockey.
Right.
And you've suggested in the past that you failed because of nerves. How have you learnt to control both over the years?
I don't know really. I don't know, I think again that's just determination to do it, you know. I mean, there's nothing wrong with a bit of fire now and again, but sometimes you do have to control it. But I suppose that's passion really, do you know what I mean? You know, I put a lot of effort into it, and yeah, when you put a lot of effort into stuff and it don't happen, do you know what I mean? It makes you, you know, so you want to do it again.
Playing highlights, what's been your best or your proudest moment during your competitive PDC career? Is there a particular moment that stands out for you the most?
I've been quite a few really. I mean, the big disappointment was when I was 6-0 up on Michael and lost, but I mean, even to be 6-0 up was quite a highlight. One of the biggest highlights, I think I'm one of the only people in history to beat Phil Taylor nil twice on the Yockey in competition. So I suppose that is quite big, meeting the man himself, you know.
How would you sell darts to someone who is new to the game?
Well, that's just anybody's sport, isn't it? Don't matter who you are, what you are, you know, that's not an expensive thing. You just go and buy a set of darts and you can practice. That don't cost you to play if you put a board up. That's fun, there's all different things you can do. That's a good, I suppose, recreational sport. And to be fair, that do keep you fit. I mean, you stand on a dartboard walking up, down, 9 foot there and back for 10 hours a day, and then, so that's got everything, really.
How do you feel or react to those who argue that darts isn't a real sport?
Anything competitive is a sport. And to be fair, with darts, that's probably one of the most competitive sports you can get, because there's one-on-one, one throw each, and that's it. There's no getting off. If it's going bad, you cannot get off there. I mean, snooker, you know, you could be sitting in a chair for 45 minutes if one person says that's out of your control. But with darts, it's like tennis. Do you know what I mean? And boxing, I suppose. You're both there just slugging it out against each other.
You've mentioned in the past that if you weren't in darts, you would be in snooker. Will we ever solve that age-old question, what is harder to hit, a 147 or a 9-darter? What are your thoughts on the matter?
To be honest with you, you know, I played darts and I played snooker. I look at it two ways. They're both hard in their own right. See, with darts, if you throw a 9-dart, if one bounce out that wire and come out, that's it. Or get a deflection, that's it. But with snooker, you know, that could wiggle in a pocket, go, and you could get a fluke and carry on, which that's never there. But as in on and on, snooker, I suppose, has to be, because you have to keep that concentration up every single ball for however many balls it is. But in their own right, they're both difficult.
You, of course, have 2 career 9 darters to your name.
Yeah.
It's always an exciting moment to witness as a spectator, but to play at that standard and to achieve that as a player must feel incredible.
Yeah, definitely. I nearly done it in the Worlds last year against Adrian Lewis. I missed double 12. I missed it a few times, but yeah, no, that is a good feeling because you've achieved the ultimate thing you can do on a dartboard. Is it a 9-dart finish?
Which venue holds the most sentimental memories for you and why?
Well, it's got to be, well, like the Alley Pally and the Circus Tavern, to be honest with you, because I did play Phil Taylor in a quarter-final of the Circus Tavern back in 2007, I think. So, and then, that, you know, that was the original place. So, yeah, that's got to be one of the most fondest. But obviously now the Alley Pally, I love the Alley Pally, so I just like anywhere if I'm playing darts, to be honest with you. So, but yeah.
When you're not demolishing your opponents at darts, what do you like to do when you're not playing or working? Because you're not one to ever sit still, are you, Darren?
No, I normally work all the time. To be fair, I'm not a very sit-about person. But no, I love my fishing. I like doing my fishing and stuff like that. Other than that, I just love working.
Targets for the rest of the year? Excuse the pun.
My targets for the rest of the year is to, I suppose, my target now is to get myself used to the changes. My practice game is better than ever, I think. I'm practicing with Jeff Smith. I'm not missing much on the practice board and I'm confident. But when I mean I've got to get used to the changes, like now we have to walk 20 minutes and down 4 flights of stairs and stuff like that. And I'm getting on a bit now and that make me legs ache, so I've got to try and adjust, not my darts, as me in the situations was arising. So, which for me, somebody who don't sit still and 5 days in the hotel room, is, you know, it's taking me some time to get used to, but I'll get used to it. I'll find a way.
You declared a few years ago that you've made it your life ambition to beat MVG on the big stage.
Yeah.
Is this still the goal? Because you came so close to achieving it during the 2016 Players' Championship semi-finals. I remember it well. I was actually working for ITV at the time. 6-0 up, but then defeated 11-8. You nearly had him. Yeah,
I nearly had him, but again, that was inexperience. I'd never been that far in a competition. And we came off the board for a break, and something like got in my mind, and that was it. So, you know, that wouldn't happen now. That wouldn't happen now.
I have to say, as players, you're both very gracious after a defeat. Neither of you tend to dwell on a loss or hold a grudge, which shows great sportsmanship.
Well, yeah, definitely. I mean, Michael, he just played darts. You know, Gary Anderson just played darts. And that's what you do. 2 blokes go up there, the best man win on a day. Sometimes I get a bit fiery when they do these odd things, what they try and stop you doing your job, and I don't like that, so that's when I get fiery. But other than that, no, if someone beat me fair and square, put my hands up, you played better than me, I need to get back on the practice board and improve and try and beat them next time. And that's what I've always done all my career, nearly 20 years now, so yeah, if it don't happen that day, just try harder the next day.
Predictions. Is 2021 going to be the year of the dwarf?
I'm going to predict 2022 as the year of the dwarf. Yeah, because hopefully COVID will be sorted out, we'll be back to some type of normal, and I reckon I'll be back with a vengeance.
Thank you for your time, Darren.
That's okay.
I look forward to continuing to watch your journey closely and see how the stories unfold. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you very much.